PSVR2 games, rumored games. These are possible PSVR2 games that developers have either hinted at or seem very likely to come to the platform. There are also games that are on both PS4 and PS5 already and have PSVR support on PS4, thus making them likely candidates for PSVR2 games in the future. Gran Turismo 7. PS4's Gran Turismo Sport featured bare-bones support for PSVR. The actual experience was incredibly polished, but it only let you race against one other AI opponent or perfect your lap times. Series creator Kazunori Yamauchi himself expressed frustration with the performance needed for a good VR experience and once said he expected it to improve in the next generation of consoles. More recently, he cryptically noted that he couldn't talk about possible VR support for Gran Turismo 7 yet. All things considered, this seems like a solid bet to become a full PSVR 2 game in the future. Farpoint 2. Farpoint became one of PSVR's most popular shooters thanks to its reliance on the excellent rifle-shaped aim controller. The game had a full single-player campaign and a fun, if limited, multiplayer option, sending players to an alien world to fight spider-like monsters. Developer Impulse Gear recently put out another great shooter named Larsenauts for Quest and PSVR. Around that time, we asked the studio's Greg Corman about a possible return to the series. He told us, "We definitely don't have anything to announce at the moment, but that is our roots and we're very happy with what we did on Farpoint. And I think you look at that game and that universe and there's absolutely a lot more to explore there. Yep, it sounds like a sequel is very possibly one of the upcoming PSVR 2 games."
For those easily susceptible to motion sickness. This option can use either snap turning or smooth turning. With full smooth turning unlocked, I found myself able to easily sprint around levels and fire my shotgun while running backwards staring down the game's largest beasts. In a way, it reminded me of playing Doom when things really started.
Half-Life, Alyx. What must be one of the most hoped for PSVR 2 games is a port of Valve's stunning return to its flagship franchise from 2020. Alyx absolutely delivered on the AAA VR dream with a long, highly polished campaign that really capitalized on the platform. Before launch in 2019, Valve's Greg Coomer had this to say to push Square on the possibility of a PSVR port for the game. "We believe Sony's VR platform has been a huge success for the medium, and we assume that lots of Sony customers would love to experience this new chapter of Half-Life." Could we see Alyx arrive on PSVR 2 with this in mind?
You're gonna need a gun! Don't worry, it's unloaded. It's unloaded now! Combine channel's really picking up. They know you're coming. You need to get out of here, now. Oh God.
They've got Dad.
They're gonna find out what he knows, and then they're gonna kill him.
All this is my fault. I never told you. I couldn't. I'm so sorry, baby.
You will not save him. Alyx Vance alone cannot prevent his fate.
Close your eyes, honey.
Hitman 3. Arguably the last truly huge PSVR release, Hitman 3 featured timed exclusive support for the headset when it launched in January 2021. Not only could you play the entire game in first person using the DualShock 4's motion controls, but you could import the campaigns from Hitman 1 and 2 and play them there too. The timed exclusivity window is now up, with VR support available on PC too, with two-handed motion controls. It's a very good indication that, when PSVR 2 drops, the PS5 version of Hitman 3 could add support for PSVR 2 as well. Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7's PS5 remaster shipped in 2022. It includes ray tracing support, improved frame rates and integration with DualSense's haptic feedback and resistance triggers. There's been no confirmation of PSVR 2 support thus far, but, given this remains one of the best games on the original headset, we'll keep our fingers crossed. If PSVR 2 gets Resident Evil 7 and 8, we'll be very lucky indeed.
We need to go. We need to go now!
How is this happening?
Shut up and listen if you want to stay alive.
A spaceship
The
called
Persistence.
the Persistence.
Sony
Something
bought
goes
Horizon
terribly
Call of
wrong
the
while
Mountain
beyond your
developer
crew,
Firesprite in
resulting very
2021,
strange
but the
dark
Liverpool-based
matter-related
team had been
anomalies,
showing support
as well
for
as a bunch of
PSVR long
horrifying
before that.
mutants.
It
Now
created
you've
the
gotta figure out how
fantastic
to get
timed
back
exclusive, The
Getting from
Persistence,
start to
first
finish
for
with The Persistence
PSVR.
on PSVR
It's a thrilling,
for the first time takes
procedurally
about 6
generated
to 7
survival
hours,
horror game that
including
established
over a
palpable
dozen
atmosphere.
deaths.
The
It's a hard
Persistence
game,
eventually
but
found
you're
its way to
encouraged
other
keep-
headsets
there are
and flat-screen
limitations to this
platforms,
formula.
including
For starters,
PS5.
you'll eventually start
Once
to
the new
recognize
headset's
identifiable
released,
chunks
it's a
in the
solid
game
bet
world.
that this will be one of
Some
the new
rooms have the same
PSVR2
quality
games
to
we can
them
enjoy
across
on
the
the
whole
device.
game. Some others have similar structures, all the doors look the same, and so on. Unlike a lot of roguelikes, though, there is an actual permadeath in the Persistence. At least not really. Instead of having everything you did wiped clean, you get to keep your credits, everything you unlock stays unlocked, any upgrades on your actual character or...
Kona. Kona is something of an oddity. It's a first-person investigation game set in snowy northern Canada. You look into strange events that have left a small town deserted and survived the blizzard. The PS4 and PC versions of the game got premium VR DLC that let you play the entire experience with a headset. A PS5 version arrived somewhat out of the blue with a free upgrade. Hopefully we'll see this version also get PSVR2 support once the headset arrives. And that's the current list of confirmed and rumored PSVR2 games. What are you looking forward to? Are there any other titles you're hoping get announced? Let us know in the comments below.